Oi oi people, so got me present. Me Brian Crowner valves have turned up, well not me valves, me springs have turned up. So we'll do a video on building up the head today. Got to put the stems in, we've got to put everything back together, it's a bare head. So let's crack on. So first thing I've done, just put masking tape over the top of the head. Obviously the valves are already in, but because they're floating, as soon as I turn that round, all the valves are going to pop out, and the last thing I want is for all the valves to come out. Then I put the head down and bend the valve. So this just basically stops all the valves coming out when I turn it round. So we've got to flip it round. So I've got the power division valve stems, which I've been told are just as good, if not better than the Toyota ones, and they were 20 quid versus 120 quid for the Toyota ones. And there's me Brian Crowner valve springs. As you can see, these ones are much better. I can't compress them. So there we go. Them and them and them and all of that lot is all going back in today. So let's crack on. I've literally just put them all on the top. And then what I like to do is I like to get a socket and just push them down. But a few of these valves are actually pushing through. So what I'm going to have to do is get my hand underneath, push them up, and then push that down, because these are going to hold the valves up. They're going to move anyway, but you can only do what you can do. So yeah, when I was doing that, all I was doing was making sure the valve stems are in and the valves are actually going up and down, and the valve stems are moving. So they're all in now. So yeah, all the new valve stems are in. So now what we got to do, get these bad boys in. Yes. So we've encountered a little problem. So that is the originals. So let me just try and film this. So that's the original top hat. Original top hat sits straight on, no problem. Goes in, got quite a nice little bit of play. Brian Crowner valve, original top hat, does not fit. Now, I don't know whether this is just because of one of those little small intolerances between 1 and 2Js, or they just want you to spend 300 quid on their retainers. I don't know. If you've ever had this problem, then let me know. But what I've had to do, I've had to just literally grind down the inside of the valve and grind down the top of the top hat, and then under some pressure they click in. Now again, I'm really not going to recommend anyone do that at all. I'm not bothered because I'm only going for small power. But if you're not going over 600 brake, I would recommend just going with the original springs. Mine are knackered, but I wish I just bought standard ones now. But this is just in case that I ever wanted to put cams in, I didn't have to take the head off again. But I'm not sure whether there's going to be a problem with that. But let me know if you've had that problem. They're all in now. Now the magical joys of putting the collets in. Joys. So all the valves are back in, all the rockers are in. I've already done all the tolerances, that's my tolerances. So not too bad actually. So you got a tolerance of 0.010 to 0.014 on the exhaust side. There's one that's suspect, so I've ordered a new shim for that one. All the rest were in tolerance, and the only one that's a little bit suspect was this one, but it is within tolerance, so we're all good. Apart from that one, we're all good. So the ARP bolts are in, the head gasket is on, everything is all good to go. So now just put that on there. I didn't see the point in filming, putting all the collets in and checking all the tappets. I'll quickly do like a 5-minute video, or I'll add it onto this one where I'll show you how to check for tolerances and that. But yeah, so that is now going onto there. So let's get that done. So the head is on. You just want to make sure that it's actually sitting inside the dowels, which obviously this one is. So the head is back on now. One little trick that you got to do, and you have to do it, the ARP spacers, you have to put in the head before you put the head on, because you won't get them in when they're in. That's why I had to lift the head back up to get that one back in, because it was a bit of a bitch. So that is the head in. So now what we got to do, get the bolts on. Camera played up again. Everything's back together. I've done the timing belt, I've done everything. For some reason, my camera just won't record. It won't do more than 5 minutes, probably because I filled it up. So I can't really give you any videos on how to do everything. I followed that 360 Hue workshop manual. It's all on there, everything's there. So I'll just show you where we are at the moment with the engine. So all the timing's back on, I've cleaned up everything. New tensioner, new pulley, HKS timing belt, anodised purple pulleys, which has come out shit, but yeah, I can deal with that. All of that's back on, all torqued up. Everything's good to go. Everything's bolted down. Everything's as it should be. So that's where we are. So yeah, there we go, guys. Pretty much done. So sorry again. So I thought I'd just do a quick update. I didn't film a lot of it. A lot of you are going to be pissed off, but it's just one of those jobs where I'm just cracking on. I can't be filming everything and scratching paint. But yeah, so the engine is in. There she is. Engine's all in. Turbo's on. What do you think of that colour? Fucking awesome colour. Exhaust is on. Plugs are on. Looms are in. Just topping up the gearbox. Literally, nearly everything is ready to go. So I'll do a start-up video.